Okay, so in Python Wing, we had a unique name. So for the unique name, we did was import ArcGIS, from ArcGIS import environment, and then we have an environment workspace and put the path name, FC, airport shapefile, unique name, ArcGIS create unique name. And then we have a results, buffer and shapefile, ArcGIS buffer and analysis, FC unique name, and then 5,000 meters. And then we run the code. Alright, so all I have to do is go back to ArcGIS, ArcMap, and we will look at the Arc catalog. It's in our folder. So now we have a buffer and buffer 01, buffer, and then we get buffer 01. And if we run it again, we can just reload it here. Unique name. Okay, and then hit enter. So then we should have a buffer 1. We will change it into here, buffer 1. Oopsies, load. Unique name, buffer 1. There. Let's see what's going on here. Refresh. I don't see my buffer 1. Alright, string. Okay, let's back here. Run it again, click OK. Okay, perfect. It ran here. Let's see. Refresh. Oh, not rename. Refresh. There, that's our buffer 1. Let's zoom to layer. Move it on top of them. It's hard to see. There. It just buffer a little tiny bit each time. Alright. They're the same size. Alright. Okay. Here, if in ArcMap, if we run, we will have a error message. But if we keep running the script in Python Wing, the next output files will be called buffer 1, buffer 2, and so on. And using the create unique name function can prevent accidentally overwriting files. So if the feature class is not showing, we may need to refresh the catalog view by right-clicking the folder and then the contents and then refresh. I'm going to run it again. And we should have buffer 2. There, that's our buffer 2. Alright, so let's look at the question. We have question 1. So let's close this out. Question 1 is right here. So question 1, write a script that creates a 15,000 meter buffer around features in the airport's shapefile feature class classified as an airport based on the feature field, and a 7,500 meter buffer around features classified as a seaplane base. The results should be 2 separate feature classes, one for each airport type. Let's try to run it and see what's the issue here. Alright, something wrong is here. It says the airport's shapefile is already exists. Final. Let's look at. It's right here. Let's see. Alright. Alright, it's already selected for us. So, let me see if I load question 1, click open, and click run. It might not run. Alright. Let's just delete. And let's rerun it again and see. Click on, load question 1. Alright, it's not running. Refresh. Refresh. Okay. Something wrong here. Alright, I'm going to close this out. No, don't save it. Alright, so let's look. What's the issue here? I have run it again. Already exist. Now, if we go back, I think we do have the layer now. It run, and then the parameters. Let's see in our Python. 7. Alright, there, the final is here. Alright, so the next one is write a script that adds a text field to the road shapefile feature class called Fairy and populates its field with yes and no values depending on the feature field. So, Fairy. Alright, we will have a Fairy. And then, let's see, question 1 is done. Import ArcPy, and from ArcPy import environment, we will do the roads and Fairy text, and we put this and put a cursor, Fairy crossing. Let's see what's going on here. Let's close it out, close no, and then bring ArcMap back again. Alright, click cancel. Okay, what do we have here? Python data, and it should be in result. I'm going to bring road here. That's our road. Let's see if we load the code here. See if it will run. Yeah, it's running. Let's wait. Okay. Something wrong. Fairy already exists. So. Oh no. Alright. There. Alright. We did it, but I forgot to check before and after. And I don't have the original data. I should just copy it to result. Right. Refresh. If I delete it and I don't have the layer. Alright. I forgot to check, sorry. Alright, don't save it. Click no. Alright, so, and then we will start, yeah, just save it for now. Alright, we will start with the geometry. objects, how we work with geometry objects. So working with full geometry objects can be costly in terms of time. Geometry tokens provide shortcuts to specific geometry properties of individual features in a feature class. So we're going to work with geometry tokens in scripting. It could be a little difficult. Now I'm going to Python wing, and then we will save this in just right here. Open a new one, file, and then save as. This time it will be back in data, exercise 8. And this one we're gonna call it geometry. Alright, so for geometry we will import ArcPy. From ArcPy, import environment and then environment workspace equals, we will put not this one, exercise 7. This one will be 8. FC equals to reverse shapefile and cursor ArcPy dot search cursor and then FC, and this one will be shape at length. Alright, and then put a parenthesis, and the length will equal to 0 for row in a cursor. We will have length equals to length equals to length plus row 0, and we're going to print length there, and we will save it and run it. Click OK. Alright, something wrong here. In a row, it's a cursor. No, for row, in cursor. Save and run. Click OK. Alright, so now length is not defined. Let's see. Import ArcMap. Import ArcPy from ArcPy import environment workspace. FC reverse shapefile cursor ArcPy.da and search cursor and then FC shape at length, and length is 0 for row in cursor. Length equals length plus 0 row, print length. Let's run it again. It's not defined. We will have to double check again. Import ArcPy from ArcPy import environment workspace. Reverse shapefile, and then cursor ArcPy down. I think it has to do with my keyboard. This thing is not working. My square brackets, it's not working. Length is 0 for row in cursor. Length equals length, print length. Oh, length. Should fix it. There. And now, when we save and run, we got something. That this prints the total length of all the river segments to the interactive window. It's right here. And the spatial reference object can be used to determine the units. And we're going to print print length, we will get rid of it. Units equal